see it as the way to heaven, and so far in that. So when you realize they're only looking from that perspective and saying that they are holy because they're not doing that, so they must go to heaven. You know? And the picture is far more than that. You know, that's what they look at and think that they're actually saved. That's this generation. I mean, that's this generation. Um, let me go to Isaiah 30. Isaiah 30, and let me start at, let me start at 1. It's a woe to the rebellious children, said the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me, that and that cover it with a covering, but not of my spirit. Exactly, because they take the covering of men's wisdom. So when they draw counsel or whatever they do, they do it of men's spirit, men counsels, men order, you know, and that they may had sin to sin, exactly, like I said, you know, and that walk to go down into Egypt and have not asked of my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. And Egypt doesn't necessarily mean the land itself. You know, anywhere Israel go, it's called Egypt because it's bondage we're in a bondage today, right? So Egypt, known over here in the West, and was it saying that trust in the shadow of Egypt, trust in the shadow of this kingdom, which is the law, statutes, and command that this king of the offer. So that our people trust in not the Most High. You know, because if you really look at it, you know, if you really look at it, you realize that what is seems achievement for people in this society is what? Is to go to church, get an education, go to college, same thing, and get a house. That is basically the goal for this kingdom, you know. Oh, sorry, and get a car. So you get all of it. You reach the maximum heights. You know, you reach what the Most High said to so you must reach, and you're blessed, and that's what this kingdom see as blessed. That's what they see as an ultimate goal to reach. That you're not supposed to get a house, you know, that if you get a car, you're not get a car, but I'm just saying that is what they most desire, and thinking that that's it. That's where life's supposed to be. That's where life's supposed to take us, you know. So saying that to say this is that is what these people in this time, they look at being saved, being godly people, is that they actually achieve all of these things, and that is, you know, God's blessing, and that is the ultimate stop. That's the ultimate prize, not knowing that is basically hell. You know, that's what the white man does. That's what the Esau does. You know, it give you false hope, give you false hope in this kingdom to this, reach this. That's what they call the American dreams. You know, you reach this, you get everything, and you smile and everything, all right. You know, and you still have to pay tax for the house, you still have to pay tax for the car, you still have to pay for keep it, you still have to do, and the same education that they spend, how much in millions and thousands of millions dollars just to get, you know. So most people these days come out and can't find a job. You know, and if you do find a job, you know, the job that is up, you get just to spin the hamster wheel a little bit so the white man can achieve his goal. So it's not necessarily mean you achieve anything. You're just having enough to keep it going to make him reach his ultimate game change. Cause having a house and a car and a piece of land that you have to pay for is actually nothing. It's nothing. But the white man still to us as that is heaven for us. you know, and we people bite. You know? Two, talk, sorry, um, Isaiah 30, let me go down to 3. Say, therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion. Straight to the point. So this thing is confusing you. See? So because you trust in this system, you know, it won't put it to shame because it is nothing that tangible, it's nothing you can hold, you can keep. That's why the most I say, keep he that treasures in the heaven where most and rust no corrupt. You understand? So this is where our people keep them trust in and have them hope that having a house, car, land, etc., money, a lot of money, you reach it. You reach height of goal. And within the funniest thing, you know, within seconds you can lose everything. You lose it all. Just step on it, may fire may burn it up, God forbid. A man may come in, steal everything, which you can see people steal the money and steal everything on internet right now. See, you might lose it in many different ways. So how you have it then? How is yours? And you can just lose it like that. Sure, it's not real. It's fake. So you're chasing off a fake hope that Egypt have to offer. You trust in fear, which is so-called white man, which is not, which is a cunning man. You know, just like Ian Ross said, this man wickedness never go away. You know, and give it one and take it with the other. So it's not something tangible you're getting, something for a time to keep it going till the next stop. You understand? Four, for the princes, for the princes were at Zion, and his ambassador came to his. Okay, so the trust in Egypt, the trust in, you know, a faith in what this society have to offer is a straight hell. You know, that's where it carried. And like I was saying earlier, what I said, the youngness, all of this, what you're getting now, what you're learning is actually teaching you're getting from the West, not necessarily true. Because if you go back and look up all these things back then, compare them to what the so-called white man have now as truth, or as facts, or as possession, or as goals, they are as delusions. You know, they're not tangible. They're not something that in your favor, only in his favor. You know, a personal reason there about houses in America. Houses, they can buy a house in America, you don't own it. You spend how much in years and millions of dollars or thousands of dollars just to get this house, and when you get it, you still pay tax for it. And the money that you spend, you have to pay tax for that. And the food that you buy, you have to pay tax for that. At the same time, the government tax up for everything else. So you're not living in a dream, you're living in a false, society, not real, you know. So when you look at the long term, we were looking from a looking glass, realize, hey, most have right to destroy two-thirds because here they are falling off of something not real. The same thing that they did when they were they were in the wilderness or in Egypt, the same thing that they do right now, all over again. The same thing that they were doing Moses' time, the same thing that they were doing all the prophets' time, the same thing they're actually repeating over and over and over and over. So Israel don't learn. So you realize the most a reason why more destroy Deuteronomy. So you justify that these people lack of knowledge. Let me see if we can find this. Let me go to the scripture. This is Isaiah same 30 and 8. It's a no go. Write it before them in a table and note it in a book, that it may be for a time to come, forever and ever. 9. That this is a rebellious people, lying children, children that not hear the law of the Lord, which say to the seers, see not. You know, my life, I tell me, say, don't see, don't tell me the truth. You know, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things, but prophesy, but unto us smooth things, deceit. So they rather hear the same thing that the white man actually feeding them, which is lies, which is false hope, which is deceit. So you can actually see where the most are coming from when say 2/3 of people must put to death because they trust in Egypt, they trust in Pharaoh, and they know not the law of the Most High. So, as the scripture said, if you write and offend the top, so that's what the Most High doing. It offend the Most High. So the Most High getting rid of 2/3 of the people, and that is justified. Else the bad apple will corrupt the good apple. So you can understand why Most High serves. Right? I want to say our praises to Yahweh, Washim Shai, Washim Akabakutam, the honor to the elders of the stone, and to all the brethren, the highway and byway, in the roads and straight and truth. Shalom.